Mira, indiquen, dímelo Morales, baby, ¿qué está haciendo? Hablen, ¿qué hacen? Rompa, todo el mundo compartiendo, darle like, manden fuego. Manda el fuego para todo el mundo, viene, ¿quién está activo? No los veo activos, yo no los veo activos por ahí. Bueno, ¿qué están haciendo? Viene, que en un par de minutos rompemos, venimos.
Cada sea mi corta, ruega por mí y por mis enemigos, porque ellos también son hijos tuyos. Hágase tu voluntad cuando nos bajemos adentro del caserío. Danos hoy la oportunidad de entrar y salir, para mañana darte gracias por otro día de vida, porque hay rumores de que están pagando contratos por mí, y si me matan a mí, ¿quién va a cuidar mi familia? Perdona mis ofensas, porque sé que lo que hago para vivir no es de tu agrado, ni va con la palabra tuya. No me desampares cuando se escuchen las detonaciones, los gritos y las patrullas, que no caiga nadie inocente, y si me muero, que mi alma en el infierno no se zambucha. Amén.
Hey, hay rumores, pero para los rumores, cabrón, yo me compré tambores. Hay rumores de que va a explotar la guerra y que puede que esto empeore. Hay rumores de que ustedes los soldados muertos no le llevan flores. No terminé en la escuela, me gradué en la calle, de todos son mis honores. Hay rumores, pero para los rumores, cabrón, yo me compré tambores. Hay rumores de que va a explotar la guerra y que puede que esto empeore. Hay rumores de que ustedes los soldados muertos no le llevan flores. No terminé en la escuela, me gradué en la calle, de todos son mis honores. Hay rumores, pero cuando se pierda me culpado por la
middle part of the season can present some unique challenges. Fred, how do you maintain your focus as a player?
Well, it can be tough. It can be really challenging because it is such a long season. You ultimately have to keep your eyes on the prize. And, of course, veterans know hard work now pays off later. You want to protect your record and start building late-season momentum.
Here are the starters for Charlotte. Rozier out on the wing with Hayward. Nick Richards out there with Washington. And it's Smith in at the 1. Now here's Hayward. Pass to Rozier. The 3-ball. Gets the 3-ball to go.
An improved shooter from downtown. Rozier has been consistent in adding this to his game over the years.
Kicks it out to MP. Van Vliet outside. 5 to shoot. The Raptors need to get off a shot. And MP with a basket on the assist from Anunoby.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
You know, guys, there's one thing that may have hurt the Hornets the past few seasons. A lack of playoff experience among their core players.
On the wing, MP down low. Here's Barnes. And he lays it up and in.
Good work inside. Barnes showing how skilled he is close to the rim.
And of the Hornets' top 5 scorers last season, 3 have never been to the playoffs.
And BA, that can be tough when the pressure's on. They've gotten blown out in play-in games each of the last 2 seasons. But with all their talent, they should be in the postseason soon enough.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Anunoby passes to Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
Assertive move by Pascal Siakam. Slamming it in before anyone can contest it.
Rozier outside.
With the assist.
Pass to Hayward from the arc. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. The Raptors have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Anunoby. Nice pass.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You were right about that, BA. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
And he drops the first.
And when you look at Rozier, such a fantastic scorer, a gear-shifting, talented guard who continues to improve.
Both good from the line that time. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Anunoby. To the paint. Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Now here's Rozier. He's got 5. Pass to Hayward. Back to Rozier from outside the arc. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
MP shot is good.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Charlotte calls timeout. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Young, he's checked in for Siakam. Boucher comes in for Barnes. And it's Trent in for Anunoby. A big group substitution here for Charlotte. Plumlee's checked in for Richards. McDaniels comes in for Washington. He's checked in for Hayward. And it's Oubre in for Rozier.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass. And when you watch the way Trent Jr. can take over a game, just a gifted scorer who can explode once he gets going. He's impossible to slow down.
Flynn, he's checked in for Toronto. That's good from Trent. And with Trent Jr., he very much is a microwave scorer, Grant.
Oh, he heats up in an instant, BA. A bit of a streaky shooter overall. I would like to see him round out his inside game to find new ways to score if his shot isn't there.
Martin misses. The Raptors have gotten all 8 shots to go. They are red hot. Trent, the pass to MP. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Now here's Martin. Back to Smith to win the run. They get it back.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
You know, you look at how they built this lead. It's been through extra possessions.
Here's Flynn. And MP throws it down.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they maintain their focus.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. The last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
Big loss in their last meeting with this team. Couldn't get anything to fall in that one.
Viene Corillo, tomando tu castigo, fuego, fuego, fuego en el chat. Claro que sí, bueno, fuego. Gracias, Jonathan, que es la que hay todo.
Raptors on D. McDaniels finds Martin. Smith with it. Out to Oubre. Uncovered. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
And the basket by MP.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Charlotte has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. It's stolen by MP. Outside Young to the left wing. Trent from long range. Nails it from 3. Trent's got 6.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. All right, guys, the Raptors enjoying a nice lead here.
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
This is how the floor looks for the Hornets starting the second. At the forward spot, Hayward and Washington. Kelly Oubre out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Richards in at the 5, down low.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Hornets was outstanding. He ended up with 36 points and shot the ball extremely well from both the field and the line. He was dominant, and they're hoping to get more of the same from him tonight. Take it away.
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite, and with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or two on your team to be successful.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Here's MP. It's hauled in by Oubre. Charlotte has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second.
Ella lo dejaste solo.
Pass to Rozier. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Even as a forward, Gordon Hayward.
Si no le iba a dar el foul, le iba a dar yo. Ahora ahí me dieron hombre.
So it's the Toronto Raptors. Don't see too many 39-point leads in the NBA. Incredible. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be right back.
¿Qué tú crees? ¿Ganamos o no ganamos, Corillo? Vamos a jugar un par de partidas y después nos vamos para Neighborhood. A ver quién está por ahí. Conseguirle el muñeco. Porque nos estamos jugando ahí en la cancha con los otros. Dejarlos pegados. Tengo que subirle el nivel del muñeco y un par de cositas. Pero estamos ahí, vamos ahí.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And here are the Hornets now. Anunoby and Barnes are the forwards. Fred VanVleet out there with MP. And it's Siakam in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Hayward outside. 6 to shoot.
Va a buscar el tiro de 3.
Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Rozier can't get it to go. Toronto has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Anunoby with it. Now guarded by Rozier. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Le quitamos la bola.
Rozier, pass to Smith.
A ver si le podemos hacer un steal.
Hayward against Anunoby.
Ah.
Here's Rozier. That's in. Coming off an assist from Hayward. Rozier's got 7 points in the game.
This is the patience we talk about. Hayward waiting that extra half second to find the open man.
Oh.
MP outside. Pass to VanVleet. And here's Siakam from deep. He drops it from range. He's got 7.
A sound decision maker. Siakam knew exactly how much time he had.
A ver si llegamos a los 30 puntitos.
The Raptors are taking a patient approach. They understand to get back to a championship level, they've got to grow from within.
Toronto's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. MP against Rozier. Here's MP. And that's basket number 9 for him. He's 9 for 10. And despite setting their sights on the future, Smitty, last season the Raptors still playing the 5th seed in the East.
Exceeding expectations, that's what they do. And with their great player development program, they have every reason to believe they'll continue to improve.
They've got numbers. Here's VanVleet. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
And coming out of halftime, coach said they wanted to start fast.
La asistencia no va a ser tan mordido.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
And it's good for 2.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Outside Anunoby. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The shot. Barnes passes to Siakam. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists now in this one.
Can beat you from mid-range as well. Siakam adding more nuances to his game every year.
And it's stolen by Bamby. In transition, here they come. And there's the lob. Dive for it. Now the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP.
No la cogiste, papi. Ese error me va a costar. Estamos en el cuarto cuadro, corillo.
The Hornets shooting a low 26% from the field. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hornets. At the forward spots, Hayward and Washington. Kelly Oubre out there with Smith. And it's Richards in at the center position.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's Flynn, covered by Smith. To the inside. It's stolen by Oubre. Pass to Smith. To the middle. Washington powers it through.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Pass to Hayward. Grant, you look at the playoffs last year. I mean, a lot of big-name stars struggled to deliver. Is that every year? Or you think
Tenga miedo.
I mean, I think what's happened in the last few years with the bubble and then the restart last season, there's been a lot of basketball played, and I think it's impacted a lot of players. So I think moving forward, we'll get back to a level of normalcy with the rest and recovery of the offseason, and big-name stars will continue to excel and thrive in the years to come.
Both free throws good from Hayward.
And what I appreciate about Gordon is he's a fighter, working his way back from that devastating leg injury in 2017. Still a solid contributor.
Close from 13. The shot that time not on target. And the Hornets going the other way now. To the inside. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Porter. The Raptors shooting has been incredible, 72%. Pass to MP. Uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 4 points this quarter.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
And we just had to take one more look at that great drive.
And this is exactly what you love to see. Up big, not letting up, keep on applying pressure to their defense.
Hayward against Porter. The ball's not loose. Now MP. Here's Birch. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Thor, he's checked in for Charlotte.
Vamos encima. Creo que faltan como 15 juegos y nos vamos para los All-Star. Creo que estamos a mitad de season.
Well, Smitty, instant replay is here to stay. A big part of the game. How has it impacted the NBA, you think?
Well, I think fans and players love that you get it right during crunch time. The one thing I think that can help is to speed up replay. That's what everybody is complaining about.
Con una perdida. Eso es lo que tenemos. Solamente hemos perdido una vez.
Clock at 6.
Okay.
Pass to Booknight. Pulls up. Charlotte again missing.
Well, it's a make or miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Here's Flynn. Now here's Hernan Gomez. Down low. Here's MP. Jones with some nice D.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts those situations. Not this time.
The Hornets making a switch here. Martin's checked in. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. It's Martin on the wing. Pass to Booknight. Rebounded by Birch.
Great anticipation defensively. I love how he turned an easy look into a difficult play.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Jones, the pass to Martin.
Eso es, quita la bola.
And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here.
Jump.
And Toronto has possession. The Raptors have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Here's MP. The Hornets pull it in.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Raptors.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And their efforts tonight pushed them to 41 wins on the year so far.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for MP.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Jones' shot is good.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Knocks down the triple.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Thor. And it's MP with a rebound. Left side Porter. Back to MP. Off with the layup.
Toronto foul. Number 8. That's his 3rd personal foul. 13 foul. Now into the lineup for your Raptors. Thaddeus Young.
Here's Booknight. So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. Thanks for joining us tonight. So long, everybody.
La mayoría de toditos le tiran de 3 bien duro. Vamos con Atlanta. Nos toca la cancha de nosotros.
Of course, you have to keep it under tight lock and key. I don't think fans understand. Like, we hold pretty big secrets here at NBA 2K. So when the moment came and you got to tell family and friends, what was their reaction?
Man, everyone was like jumping through the roof. Like, everyone was super excited. But the biggest one was my nephews. Like, literally, so before booking the job, they came over for, I forget exactly what. They just came over just to visit on the weekend. And they're teenagers, and they came through with their TVs, and like one has a PS5, one has an Xbox or whatever system they have, like all set up in one room. So I was playing the game with them days before, and once I told them, they were like going crazy. Oh my uncle, yeah, like going crazy. So it was their reaction that really like everyone else like super excited for like, seeing my nephews and seeing how proud they were. Like, that was the best.
That's it.
That's the best. That was the icing on the cake.
when you're filming these scenes, you're in a full mocap suit, you have a camera rigged to your head. It's a lot of intensive work.
Vamos allá el juego, vamos allá. Ready, preparen el clon.
Both these squads, man, Brent, they play hard on the defensive end, don't they? Did you enjoy playing in games like this?
No, Kevin. Why would defense? Why would I enjoy playing against a good defensive team? I want to score. But we will appreciate what we get tonight with these guys. Great effort, great grit, and we'll see who will come out on top.
Look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. Collins and Capella man the post position. And it's Griffin in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Anunoby. Puts it up for MP. The shot, no good. Murray outside. Pass to Capella. Back to Murray. 5 on the clock, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal swing.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm, or you're going to get a call.
Young against Van Vliet. Here's MP. He's on target from 8 feet out.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
With such a young roster, the Hawks exceeded expectations in that 21 season. They finished as the 5th seed in the Eastern Conference then.
Here's Van Vliet following the bucket by the Hawks. MP, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Collins dishes to Capella. Good defense by MP. Yeah, and many were shocked when Atlanta, Brent, made it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021.
Yeah, how about that, Kevin? So much just came together and really accelerated their competitive timeline. You just can't get ahead of that, though. You've got to take things a step at a time, and their players are still intact. And I think this team is poised to return to that kind of competitive level this year.
Toronto shooting their first free throws of the evening. First one falls for him.
Viene, vamos.
And both free throws good for MP. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Here's Murray. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. No good from the wing.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense. He seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Here's MP.
Mala mía.
With the steal. To the inside. Here's Griffin. The basket good. Off the assist from Young.
We appreciate Trae Young and that shooting ability, but reminding us once again, he will dish.
Let's send it over to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Nate McMillan. David.
Well, Kevin, he gave me some broad strokes regarding the game plan. He said we want to work the ball into the paint, high percentage looks, and then get to the foul line if we can. We'll see how they try to accomplish that throughout the game.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Assisted by.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Oh, here's Van Vliet. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
And the stroke of Van Vliet is so nice, proving once again why he's so valuable to this team.
Here's Collins. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Murray. Kicks it out to Collins. And it falls over the rim and in.
Confidence there shown by John Collins. Gotta like watching him go right up for the shot.
Van Vliet against Young. Van Vliet with the bucket. It's back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, watching that game, quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet.
Going out now with a whole new group, and the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Kaminsky comes in for Collins. Johnson, he's checked in for Griffin, and it's Bogdanovich in for Murray. Now, here is Young, and he also played a big role in their last game with Indiana.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Flynn against Johnson. Flynn kicks to Boucher. Here's Trent. 9 points last game out. Here. For a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Frank Kaminsky. Griffin's checked in for Johnson. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Bogdanovich. Anunoby in at the forward with Barnes next to him. Fred Van Vliet out there with MP. And it's Siakam in at the center. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And one thing, Greg, we know Capella has always done. He plays to his strengths.
It's a great point, Kevin. Capella knows where he's best and really focuses on that. Can't help double touches on offense, but he really anchors the defense by not overextending.
At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. Brent, it's been well documented. Three-point shooting is at an all-time high. Do you see this trend ending anytime soon?
I don't think so, Kevin, but there will be a tipping point as to how many you can actually shoot. And we've seen a team do that where they've shot over 50 attempts per game for a season, which I don't think is going to happen again. But young guys coming up are practicing this shot. They're going to be better suited, better equipped, and more talented to make them. So three-pointer is going nowhere, Kevin.
Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against the Hornets.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
And going back and watching that game, there was not one spot on the floor that they did not own.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, MVP in the last matchup against Charlotte just was phenomenal. He dropped in 29 points, and there was no answer for him all game long. It looked like he got whatever shot he wanted out there. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Here's Griffin after the made shot from MP. Griffin kicks to Murray. A 15-footer. Again, the miss by Murray.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Now, here's Siakam. 10 points last game out.
And plays with solid floor recognition. Siakam continues to fine-tune those playmaking skills.
And this offensive system, Brent, that the Hawks run, it allows for a lot of creativity.
Yeah, lots of dribble handoffs at the top of the key. You obviously have the case of emergency break glass player in Trae Young. But they're not afraid to attack mismatches, and this is the type of offenses that I think a lot of players enjoy playing.
And it's the growth of Murray as a distributor has really proved to be a great point guard. There were questions about that early in his career.
And Greg, you can see it. Murray has really improved his passing.
has a great sense of the court and
Bájala con
spacing,
calmita,
reads defense
baby.
as well, and can direct his teammates. Could see him being an elite passer in no time.
And the Hawks making a change here. Culver's checked in. Now here's Van Vliet. He had 10 points.
Eso es.
A nice shot by Embiid.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Murray,
Well, Capella at that size really has no issues spotting the open man.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors.
And one thing I love about Clint Capella, he is a guy who plays to his strengths, especially.
Está apretado el juego, está apretado 23-20 por
I think on both sides of the
Estamos adelante por
floor,
3.
he understands the value of just getting possession of the ball. So get a defensive rebound, help start the break. Get an offensive rebound, and pick up some scrap points. Those things add up over time.
And the Raptors with some changes. Young's checked in for Siakam. Boucher comes in for Barnes. And Trent subbed in for OG Anunoby. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Johnson comes in for John Collins. And it's Bogdanovich in for DeJounte Murray. And outside, Culver.
Defense.
Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. And here's Toronto. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Van Vliet. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 8 now for the Raptors. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
That's right. They found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
Here's Van Vliet. After the basket by Onyeka Okongwu. Van Vliet with the bucket.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Here's Young. That shot off the mark. Good defensive work there by Young. Here's Van Vliet. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball.
Here's Young from the arc. And it's MP with the rebound. Trent with the wide open look. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Raptors. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
I think he's enjoying it too. So rare to have an offensive explosion from him. You know his teammates are loving that as well.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Collins and Capella man the post position. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Griffin in at the 3, the small forward. Young, good.
Ooh, that's a sly little play as Trae Young gets inside and slips past the D.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And even down big, the effort and energy is still there to try and make a comeback.
Van Vliet against Murray. Pass to Young. Lobbed up there for Collins. And stolen by Siakam. And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet's got it. And another basket for Toronto.
And a reason Siakam was named the NBA's most improved player back in 2019. Defense. I mean, great at anticipation on that steal.
Now, here is Young. Well, you know that he's going to find a way to get the ball in the basket. No matter what D he's faced with, he averages about 31.5 points a game.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Now, here is Young, following the miss by DeJounte Murray. Shot clock at 6. Beyond the arc. The shot comes out, and Toronto will come the other way.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And the Raptors
coaches looking to see what big advantage maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments.
The Hawks trail by 18. Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. MP is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this junction.
Young, no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And there's the pass to Collins. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Griffin against MP. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal best.
What about these offenses? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
Acuéstate. No te metas prácticamente así. No te metas, papi, porque te voy a meter. Dale, tiro los 2 tiros a eso.
And the first one at the line is good. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's the sentiment I think most can get behind.
Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Hawks making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in.
Now in the lineup for the Hawks.
Collins passes it to Griffin. He kicks it to Young. Outside Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got 5 rebounds tonight. Over Collins. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by MP. Barnes has got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Over to the left wing. Collins kicks to Bogdanovich. The Hawks working the ball around. On its way from Young for 2. Atlanta gets it back. Collins up top. Covered.
And some of the dunks Collins can pull off are just awesome.
Qué
You know we have to see that great mobile one drive one more time.
la madre,
And that's a thing of
cabrón.
beauty. Certain plays, almost no words. You just sit back and appreciate it.
Nacho, quisiera verse.
And here is Anunoby.
¿Cómo se le explica?
Pocket 6.
Ahí es.
He gets it in there. Anunoby's got his first points of the night.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
Here's
Dale, papi, dale, dale, dale.
And it's MP with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining.
MP's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Vete.
Van Vliet against Young. Here's MP. That ball with a great assist by Van Vliet. And that's now 24 points for MP. Atlanta's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Passes it to Capella. Outside, Bogdanovich. Rebound by the Raptors. Here's Toronto. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Young against Van Vliet. And here's MP for 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Raptors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Toronto's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Pass to Anunoby. Dishes it through MP. Griffin against Anunoby. Back to MP. Trying his luck from deep. Rebounded by Capella. And it's the Hawks' ball. Young with no one around. And it's off from three-point range. And it's the Raptors' ball. They're on a 17-6 run. On the wing, MP sinks the three-pointer. MP's got 30.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team right far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Bailey, Greg Anthony, and David Allred, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Vamos a ver si... ¿Qué nos toca ahora? Vamos a checar el... Tenemos 2,000 pesitos. Vamos a subirlo de 3. 2 rayitas. 2,000 pesitos para 2 rayitas. Vamos con New York. En la casa de ellos. Maragorillo, estamos 42-1. Hasta ahora somos el equipo que menos ha perdido. O sea, tenemos una perdida. Y ya casi llegamos para los All-Star. Esto se está poniendo duro. Me lo Carlos, papi. Mira que hay. Ellos van para la casa de ellos. Vamos a ponernos esta.
in the multiverse of my players, where does MP rank out of all of them?
That's an easy question, man.
At this stage of the season, it's not unheard of to see teams lose steam. Doris, how do coaches keep their teams motivated for the second half of the year?
B, I think one thing quality NBA coaches do is they emphasize an NBA regular season is a marathon, not a sprint. Whether you are winning or losing, you're always building the foundation of your program. Do you have good defensive habits? Do you share the basketball? Are you committed to winning? Are you about your teammates? So much goes into success.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. Anunoby and Barnes are the forwards. MP is out there with Fred VanVleet, and it's Siakam in at the 5. And the basket by VanVleet.
Rise and fire in the catch and shoot. Fred VanVleet ready and willing.
Quickly passes to Brunson. Quickly outside. Here's Randall, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
VanVleet, the pass to Barnes. Here's Siakam. Pass to MP. Shot clock at 6. And a great assist by VanVleet as that one goes.
Now just show off that basketball IQ, Mr. Fred VanVleet. Pretty pass, sir.
Yeah, ever since the Nets relocated to Brooklyn in 2012, the rivalry between the Nets and Knicks has intensified. Now both teams trying to prove that New York belongs to them.
Now here's Brunson, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And then Siakam with the jam.
Yeah, I have to love the aggression right there. He's got the vertical, might as well put it to good use.
It'll be hard for the Nets to take New York City away from the Knicks. They've been there so long.
That's so true, B.A. But the Nets have attracted more star players lately. Top free agents choosing to go to the Nets instead of the Knicks. We'll see if this trend continues moving on.
Here's MP. Out to the basket by New York. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Brunson finds Barrett. VanVleet against Brunson. Pass to quickly. Back to Brunson. Outside Barrett. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks it from distance.
Well, you have to understand, spacing is provided when you can make threes. R.J. Barrett delivers.
MP right side. Yep, count it. MP's got 7.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile 1 drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
So it's the Knicks now. The Raptors making their last shot. Doubled by VanVleet. Oh, deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Toppin, he's checked in for New York. Rose comes in for Brunson. The Raptors also with a sub. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Anunoby. And so it's New York with it. It's a 5-point game. Randall, good. Randall's gotten his second bucket.
Well, this is where the tremendous motor that Randall plays with helps him get rebounds.
VanVleet. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Now a timeout called by New York. The last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
fantasmeo. Era ese, mami, sencillo bailando. El cabrón ni tira la camisa. Era.
So for the Knicks, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Randall. And Fournier is subbed in for Quickly. Checked in for Toronto. Boucher comes in for Scotty Barnes. Now here's Rose. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Pass to Barrett. And there's the drive. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
That was electric. RJ Barrett with a little flash.
And the replay of that slashing drive to the hoop, courtesy of Mobile One.
And I love the way he played downhill on that drive. Love the attack mentality in a close game. Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Hartenstein. Away. Fournier against MP. The shot comes out. Grant, they could attempt a 2-for-1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. MP's got 11.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Boucher with the block.
Now that's the 6'9" frame of Chris Boucher. Send it back, young sir.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
New York has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Out to Rose. With 1 on the clock. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Raptors out in front, up by 9. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Your Knicks City Kid.
And thanks for staying with us, folks, for our MLK Day broadcast of NBA action. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
At forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Jalen Brunson is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for New York starting the second.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Hawks was simply terrific. He had 30 points, and the defense never found a way to force him out of his rhythm. He had his handprint all over that game. Put up some big numbers. Guys, back to you.
Good stuff, Allie. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Raptors.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
They've also done a great job finding openings and exploiting them. Take those lanes when they're given and turn them into points.
Grant, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
Here's Barrett, following the bucket by the Raptors. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Barnes. And the steady growth we have seen from R.J. Barrett has been very impressive, Doris.
One thing we know, B.A., this is a young guy who does not lack for confidence when it comes to looking to score. He's someone this team trusts to step up and deliver in the big moments. This is a player that desperately wants and continues to work to improve over time.
Ben, he's checked in for Toronto.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
Pass to Barrett. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's quickly. No good there. Oh, great D that time from MP. Toronto has gone 3 of 3 from outside here in this one.
Está bueno.
Outside Barnes. Now MP. That's in. Coming off an assist from Barnes. MP's got 9 points now in the quarter.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. And that's why they continue to get attacked.
Outside Barrett. Randall.
No lo deje.
Misses the layup.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
MP, that was good.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
MP against quickly. Outside Barrett. Back to quickly. And no good, trying to use the glass.
2 minutes remaining in the first
For
half.
Toronto, they've gotten each of their 6 shots to fall here in the second. Pass to Ben. Now here's MP. And the basket is good.
First personal foul.
It was only a few years ago that the Raptors won an NBA title. It seems like a lot further back, though.
It does, BA, because we're looking at a much different basketball team. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard has moved on. Kyle Lowry has moved on. In fact, many of the key players from that squad have moved on. Incredible to think they have managed to remain competitive. Sometimes it's hard to believe looking at him now, but Pascal Siakam was drafted late in the first round back in 2016. Think about it. This was the 27th pick at one point.
Now here's Rose. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
The vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others. And this guy is so tough to deal with.
And Young, the bucket on the assist by MP. And the Raptors lead by 20. And you can bet a lot of teams are kicking themselves now for not selecting Siakam.
Well, you have to be able to see what the potential in the future is. And Pascal Siakam has morphed into a highly productive offensive player. And the key here, guys, is there's still much room for growth. He gets more and more dangerous by the year.
And there it is for him.
Well, absolutely. This is one thing you can say about Jared Rose. He's never had trouble converting in the painted area.
Pass to MP. Left side out. Back to MP. Just 5 on the clock. The Raptors need to get off a shot.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
Third team foul.
Pero voy a empezar a tratarla. Porque en verdad
there are quality pieces here. Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett are very capable wings. Mitchell Robinson is a big-time presence in the middle of the paint. The struggle, guys, has been for them putting all these pieces together.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Outside Fournier.
Oh, yeah.
Outside Brunson. Pass to Rose. This one for 3. The shot no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
Yeah, they really worked hard to find shots in that one. Some good play calls and energy on the offensive end.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused and they made everything they looked at.
Rose outside.
Eso es que voy yo ya mismito a meterle en parque.
Fournier for 3.
Estoy
he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Toronto Raptors. Plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Back after this.
para que el muñeco y ese se parezca a uno.
Hey there, everyone. Glad you could join us on MLK Day on 2K Sports. Toronto's got all 4 threes to drop from downtown in this game. So for Toronto right now, Barnes and Siakam serve as the big men as they go small. MP is out there with Fred VanVleet, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. Now here's VanVleet. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. 4 on the clock. MP's shot is off. And for New York, they're shooting 47% on this one, looking efficient. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks so much, Brian. Well, the Knicks trying to find their way back to the playoffs. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, you can't look backwards and you can't look too far down the road. You just have to take a look at today, lock into what we have to do, and focus on how we can be better. Back to you.
No shortcuts to greatness, Allie. Thanks for that. Offensive rebound. And it's the Raptors with the ball. That's in. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists in the game.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
You know, B.A., even with the game well in control, he's going right at the rim.
Anunoby with it. Now guarded by Barrett. Here's Barnes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Barnes has got 5 now.
Well, that's Scotty Barnes doing one of the things he does best, getting after the offensive glass.
Pass to Quickly. Takes the 3. Toronto grabs the miss.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
MP, the pass to Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
The one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Here's the teardrop. No good on the shot. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
You get the sense Scotty Barnes is very comfortable in the painted area. That's easy work.
Will it go? And it's Quickly with a miss.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Brunson passes to Quickly. Outside Robinson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Early in his career.
Substitution on the court.
At the 4 and the 5, it's Randall and Robinson. Jalen Brunson is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Barrett in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Mitchell Robinson's focus on high percentage looks has given him record-setting efficiency numbers.
It has, B.A. In the abrupted 2020 season, he finished with a field goal percentage of 74%. That put him over Wilt Chamberlain's old record. I think that says it all.
To the paint. Here's MP. And a great assist by VanVleet as that one goes. MP's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Brunson, that one's wide left.
2 minutes remaining.
The Raptors have got 4 of 9 shots to go in during this 4th quarter. MP up top, guarded by Quickly. MP, the pass to VanVleet. And here's Anunoby. Here's Siakam. MP finds Siakam. Now here's MP, guarded by Quickly. MP's shot is off. New York has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th. Pass to Barrett. Over MP. Barrett can't hit.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Raptors.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And in the big picture, this marks their 43rd win of the year.
That'll put a little extra meaning on their next game. No matter who it is.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team.
Substitution on the court. Malachi Flynn. One shot.
Yo, 17 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Quickly outside. Pass to Toppin. Back to Quickly. Over MP. And it's Quickly with a miss. So no problem for Toronto as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next.
Haciendo, baby. Uf, mira. Duro. Tengo que un par de juegos más para los All-Star, pero les vamos a dar la madre. Vamos a darle uno más.
Welcome to Expert Tips. I'm Mike Wang, Gameplay Director for NBA 2K, and we're taking ankles today with my favorite topic, dribble moves in NBA 2K23. New to NBA 2K this year? Get into 2KU to practice in the Play Now menu. It's a great place to work on your ball handling. Size-ups are a great way to set defenders up for easy drives to the basket. Try flicking the Pro Stick in different directions and speeds to pull off a variety of moves and create unique combos based on your player's signature animations. If you're trying to create space from defenders, hold the Sprint button and flick the Pro Stick in any direction. Experiment with interrupting a move using hesitations, crossovers, and spins to find.
Now, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Anunoby in at the forward with Barnes next to him. MP is out there with Fred VanVleet. And Siakam in at the center position. A nice shot by MP.
And great find by VanVleet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Middleton outside.
Holiday
against VanVleet. And Holiday kicks to Allen. Oh, drew the foul. Almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
First team foul.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls. Challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And he makes the first.
And one thing you gotta love about Grayson Allen is his confidence.
For sure, and every good player has great confidence. And with Grayson, it shows up beyond the arc. I mean, we've watched him naturally morph into a volume three-point shooter. And every team values having a guy like him because he can really stretch the floor and create good spacing for your offense.
and unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. VanVleet's a strong finisher for his size.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Anunoby finds MP. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Barnes looking around. And here's MP for three. Knocks down the three ball. MP's got 5 points so far. Here's Yacht. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Here's Anunoby. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Now one against MP. VanVleet outside. Siakam passes to MP, and another basket for Toronto.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
Bucks trail by 4. Middleton outside. Holiday against VanVleet. Here's Giannis. Barnes grabs the miss. The Raptors have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can. You know, when you think about the all-time greats in Milwaukee Bucks history, I mean, 2 names come right to mind at the top of the list. Lou Alcindor, also known now as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here for the Bucks, and then for Toronto. Young's checked in for Siakam. Chris Boucher comes in for Scotty Barnes, and Trent subbed in for Anunoby. Clark, both Kareem and Giannis Antetokounmpo are greats in their own unique respective right, aren't they?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, forces of nature, both of those guys. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the iconic and unmatched skyhook, which was a lethal weapon. And then Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, you think about his athleticism, his speed, his ball handling skills at 7 feet tall is something we've not quite seen. Both of those guys had similar impact in their uniqueness and their championship caliber mindsets.
And stolen by MP. He's looking for Trent.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And Toronto making a change. Banton's checked in. And so it's Milwaukee with it. A 12-point game. Now, here's Hampton. He's guarded closely, off on the layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here's MP. He's got 13. Hampton coming off the assist from Young. MP's got 15 points.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. To the middle. And MP throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And the first quarter wraps up already at double-digit lead. The Raptors out in front, up by 16. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your...
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And they are also just about working the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
The talented pair of Middleton and Giannis in at forward. Holiday and Allen have guard duties, and it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. That's good from Barnes. One thing that can be entertaining at this point of every season is how unexpected rivalries, Greg, begin to develop.
Yeah, teams that might not be traditional rivals have a few heated games early on, and now their matchups become must-see TV. Happens every season.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Alder.
Well, MP in the last match was outstanding.
Substitution on the court.
A minute 50 left to play here in the half. Pass to Hampton. Carter against Trent. The pass to Ingles. Outside Portis. Back to Ingles. 6 to shoot. No good again that time.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
The Raptors shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the word is they challenge each other, guys. I mean, each and every one of them to improve their free throw shooting in the offseason. Held each other accountable in that area. And now you see the results individually and as a whole.
And both free throws good for MP.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Passes it to Ingles. Fires the three. Milwaukee the rebound. And Ibaka slams it in.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by Toronto.
55 seconds left here in the second. MP finds Trent. Banked in off the glass. Trent's got his second bucket tonight.
That was Thaddeus Young getting in the way of the defense there. Really solidly done on the screen.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
Yeah, and even up big, still playing the right way, keeping that aggressive nature and attacking the rim.
Carter dishes to Hampton. Out to Ibaka for three. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Toronto Raptors. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota where they'll take on the Timberwolves. Probably the third game of this three-game road trip.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Young with the steal. And so is Toronto controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point.
26. The Raptors, 46.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. And Van Vliet out there with MP. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them. And they're passing the ball very crisply here. And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Well, of course, Giannis is the Bucks leader, but it's still Coach Bud who calls the shots. Giannis says, as players, we have to accept Coach's plan. You got to trust. That's the only way it's going to work. And sometimes it won't. Sometimes we're going to execute the game plan, and sometimes I'm not. Not because I don't want to, but it's just not my day. Kevin, that is very, very good perspective.
Agreed. Thanks, David.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Antetokounmpo passes to Allen. That one good for 2. Allen's got 9 points. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skill you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have. And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
It's the three-point
I tell you what, he clearly is one of the best players in the league. He does not get the same kind of gas that other guys do. But there's no better all-around guard in the NBA than Drew Holiday.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist total, they've been clearly the better team.
Timeout called the Bucks. And the accepted wisdom is role players tend to play better at home than on the road. And I've always wondered, Clark, how does that affect them more than stars?
You know, I don't know if I actually buy into that. I do think there's a comfort level when you're at home. I think it's always a little more pressurized to be the home team because you have some additional distractions. Typically, role players are a little more inconsistent overall just based on their particular positions, but that's why you don't call them stars. You call them role players.
For Toronto, they've gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. A nice shot by MP.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Back to Allen. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive. He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Middleton looking it over. Back to Holiday. Anunoby against Middleton. Got a piece of it. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Raptors. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. And MP with the basket on the assist from Van Vliet.
Fred Van Vliet.
Van Vliet's got 6 assists in the game. Middleton with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Allen passes to Lopez. And here's Giannis. Outside Holiday. Shoots over Van Vliet. That one rolling around and rims out. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. It's good.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Middleton against Anunoby. Outside Holiday. Kicks it out to Allen. Takes a 3. Doesn't go for him. MP outside. Here's Anunoby. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto the
3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Toronto ahead, running away with it. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Holiday sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Joe Ingles is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Hampton. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Carter in at the 2. Free throw drops for Hampton. And for coaches' challenges, the refs review their own calls. It's a little like grading your own test. Maybe, Greg, give that job to the review center.
You definitely risk a confirmation bias, and everyone wants to be right. It does seem like some calls stand that probably could be reversed.
Toronto's gone 6 or 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. Porter looking it over. Here's MP. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. That's 36 points for MP.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. The scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Taking this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
That one doesn't go. Good D by Barnes.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Ingles finds Ibaka. The Bucks working the ball around. Pass to Ingles. Just 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Barnes has got his 5th rebound in this one. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Now here's Flynn. Defense right on him. To the paint. Ingles with the rebound. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And the media is able to vote on awards like All Rookie. But, Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary.
Substitution on the court.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Flynn against Holiday. On the wing, MP. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
And so Toronto takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg.
Duro. Están apretando. A ver, 2,000 pesitos más. Vamos a ver. Bueno, el susto. Estamos en muñeco a nivel 70. Y vamos a ver. A ver, tenemos baches. No. Bueno, corillo, vamos a dejarlo hasta aquí. Mira, mañana nos toca contra estos mamadingas de Timberwolves. Les vamos a dar la madre. Así que, gracias por el apoyo, corillo. Esto, a ver si me activo ahorita para roleplay. Si están los nenes, zumbamos stream de nuevo. Así que vamos a seguir rompiendo, corillo. Muchas cosas vienen buenas vienen por ahí. Así que ustedes saben, pendiente, pero pendiente. Vamos a romper. Los quiero, cabrones.
Tú solo dime si quieres que yo te mate y que te encuentren por los mimes. Ninguna de estas bellas van a hacer que me deprime. Te mueres cuando el gatillo oprime. Este fuego para el que subestime. De Versace mi alma es suprime. Pero brother, mi alma solo dime si quieres que yo te mate y que te encuentren por los mimes. Ninguna de estas bellas van a hacer que me deprime. Te mueres cuando el gatillo oprime. Este fuego para el que subestime. De Versace mi alma es suprime. Y estamos haciendo ticket como es. Baby, bájame las botas de mujer. Quiero una titerona como Chloe. Y una pato a mis panas, que yo hago marihuana y dinero también. Para dormir encima de los billetes 100. Encima de los billetes, yetes, si me comprometes, aprieto el gatillo y te vuelo el cachete. Mi brother soñeta, algunos 27. Si me busco un caso, me pico el grillete. Y wow, ustedes mismos se setean. Tengo un par de pan y no bromean. Los perros a los postes mean. Y vamos a dárselo en la barriga si cachetean. Y no hace falta ni que me pepe. El que quiera guerra que se trepe. Que yo era un arrogante antes de estar firmado. Y ahora ando con la visión de Pepe. El maíz hueputa de la nueva. Si tú quieres guerra, ponme a prueba. Que ninguno chantea como yo chanteo. Llegó el chamaco que la lleva. Si quieres que yo te mate y que te encuentren por los mimes. Ninguna de estas bellas van a hacer que me deprime. Te mueres cuando el gatillo oprime. Este fuego para el que subestime. De Versace mi alma es suprime. Pero brother, mi alma solo dime si quieres que yo te mate y que te encuentren por los mimes. Ninguna de estas bellas van a hacer que me deprime. Te mueres cuando el gatillo oprime. Este fuego para el que subestime. De Versace mi alma es suprime. Y estamos haciendo ticket como es. Baby, bájame las botas de mujer. Quiero una titerona como Chloe. Y una pato a mis panas, que yo hago marihuana y dinero también. Para dormir encima de los billetes 100. Que yo haga dinero y no se pase hambre. Que se tenga que derramar sangre. Yo muero guerreando fue un pelambre. Van a perseguirte mi enjambre. Tengo un par de demonios que no fallan. Que van a encontrarte si te hallan. Contra el piso, baby, te restrayan. Y te dan 24 como Brian. Los míos no fallan, te los dan. Te ubicamos y le llego sin un plan. Hacemos pa' que en casa sobre el pan. Tu sangre sale roja como el pan. Soy el nuevo favorito de los fans. Le llevo a 200 millas en un canal. Soy un hijo de puta, los problemas se me pegan como un imán.